you try and get everything perfect, you'll never get anywhere, right? Just kind of time box things and go, right, I have half an hour on this. As far as I get is as far as I get. And I'm terrible at that, but I know that that's a really important theory, and I try to apply that. Something that works really well for me is if I've got a really hard problem to solve, like I'm really struggling with something quite difficult and something quite big, to avoid getting bogged down the detail. So if I start designing something in, say, Figma, which is design software, I get caught up in making it look perfect, as opposed to it pulls me out of the big. I want to be in the big picture, but I'm getting caught up in the detail, and I'm kind of losing the importance. What I do is I go, right, okay, and I close everything digital, and I just get A3 pieces of paper and coloured felts, and I start just idea. Okay, oh yeah, put that one over there. Oh, okay, that bit's good. And then by the third iteration, I'm like, oh my god, I just solved this massive problem because I took all the pressure away. Because it's felt and it's on paper, it doesn't have to be good.
Yes.
And so it becomes about the real thinking, not about the execution. And that's where I find the genius lies. Like that for me is like, I still have somewhere my very first iteration of basically the design for Pam. I had these beautiful designed up screens, which would have been the biggest, most complicated app in the world, which now I shudder to think if I'd actually created that. And then I went, actually, no, I was working with Papercut at the time, and Rob Holmes was like, what's the golden nugget? Like, right, but it's too big, it's too complicated, you can't afford to build it. What's the golden nugget? Like, what's the really most important piece? What's the thing that's going to change people's lives? And I was like, oh. And I was like, if I could take all the chaos, all the emails, all the Google calendars, all the text messages, and just put it into a nice, organized timeline, that would be really helpful. And so then I just started designing that with felts, and I've still got the like hand-drawn A3 version of that, which is hideous. But that was such a marked leap forward in what we were creating.
Yeah, that's so practical, and I've done the same as well. I think, I also work in marketing, and so I can kind of hear, sometimes you do get really stuck in the weeds, and you're just like, oh my God, thinking about this little thing, and really you just need to take a step back, and maybe it's the change of scenery, or maybe it's that tactile, like pen to paper, or just having a bit of fun, like I'm using colouring pens. So this is obviously not needing to be perfect because I'm not using a blue marker. Yeah, I love that.
Get off your screens, get out of like trying to do everything perfect, and just focus on the idea and like that's for startups. It's just be scrappy. Don't try and be. You can't. If you try to be perfect, what you end up doing is you end up missing the user. You end up focusing on the end design or the end build, and you end up missing the actual problem in the user.